So the first trend I'm going to talk about are leather pants. I'm definitely seeing a lot of these out there, and it was honestly hard to find the perfect pair for me. I think just something about having a shiny bottom was pretty intimidating, but I found a perfect pair at Express. I definitely recommend synthetic leather over real leather, especially for bottoms, just so you're not sweating to death. And also they're environmentally and budget friendly and easier to maintain. And with it, I wanted to pair it up with something that I thought everyone would have in the back of their closet, which was a plaid shirt. I just simply tucked it in and then kind of let it loose for the first look. And then to layer it on top for transitional weather, I put my gray turtleneck, and of course grab onto your sleeve so when you're putting on an extra layer, your sleeves stay. Just 2 tips when you're layering is that 1, make sure one of the fabric is thinner than the other so it layers lightly and you can take one of the layers off when it gets too hot. And the second tip is it's really nice if you have like a longer layer on top of a shorter layer. Here I tried to pair up the plaid shirt with a cropped turtleneck. And finally I kept the color palette pretty clean with some white booties and gray shoulder bag. And these hoops. And this is about the only smooth transition you will see in this video because I just couldn't do it throughout the whole video. But the third outfit that I'm putting together is with the tweed blazers. And contrary to the first look where it was a little bit more casual, I decided to pair up the leather pants for a little dressier look. So inside the tweed blazer, I'm wearing a drapey tank bodysuit, which I think adds this really glamorous look to the entire outfit. And for how simple the combination of this outfit is, I think it really goes for a lot of different events. It can be for a job interview, it can be for honestly a date, or maybe a happy hour with friends. I honestly love outfits like this that can go from day to night just by taking off the blazer. So that way you can look a little bit more chic and ready for the night. And this is probably one of my favorite trends that's going on, partially because of the show Bridgerton. This whole renaissance-y floral vibe that's going on, huge fan. And I'm not a huge jewelry wearer, but when I do, I try to match the color palette to go together. So since it's very floral, I decided to pair it back with some wooden earrings. So as you can see, I'm wearing my favorite pair of linen pants that probably can go with every single top that I own, matching back to this very va-va-voom of a shirt with a whole lot of shoulder actions going on. The way that I sustain my closet space is by owning a few of these unique pieces that can really bring out some of the staple pieces that I own. Now moving on to tie-dye, we've definitely seen plenty of tie-dyes out there. I think this is like a fashion equivalent of banana bread and sourdough making. And who would have guessed that the tie-dye industry would really take off during our quarantine days? Nevertheless, I decided to utilize my summer ombre tie-dye dress to make it more of a transitional outfit. And one of the easiest way to do that is to pair it up with a sheer top. And I kind of like this gradient of white to gray that was going on, so I decided to kind of circle back to the entire color palette and finish off with some black accents. So black boots and black leather jacket. So I'm a huge fan of recycling my outfits just because I really can't sustain that big of a closet back in the city. And something I'd like to do is just change up the main piece. And just with that quick switch, I went from a girl who probably dates guys with sleeve tattoos and nose rings to someone who probably quotes the New York Times to prove her points. And since blazers are very structural and professional looking, I think you have a lot of room to play with different fabrications and even prints to kind of bring more elements to the design. Trend number 7. Now this is something that I'm doing quite often these days, which is print on print. Now runways and people are going crazy over this trend. They mix like tie-dyes with paisley, and now let's take a step back and make it a little bit more simple for everyday wear. So I would initially go with something that has less colors on both prints. So here I'm just doing a black and white print for both the blazer and the short sleeve blouse I'm wearing underneath. And the perks of picking out really simple color palettes and simple prints to work with is that you can highlight the outfit with a really fun statement piece like this blue skirt to kind of pop it all together. And of course, this is only my 6th time wearing the same black mini bag, but it honestly goes with everything, and that's what I like about it. And of course, you can't forget the black cowboy boots. These are honestly to die for. I never thought I'd say it, but I'm a big fan. and back at it again with some more tie-dyes. And I'm really led to believe that anyone who can maintain one of these straight bangs are actually psychos. The really cool ones, you know? I don't know. I just can't keep up with it. By the end of the day, like, they're literally stuck to my forehead like glue, and I don't know. I can't do it. Back to the normal scheduled program. So this outfit, I decided to pair up the same blue skirt as previously with some fun tie-dye shirt. I really like to do this matchy set. It always gives off that I look put together, but I really put not much effort into this outfit look, you know? Also, a really easy and great way to incorporate a new fun color without much effort.
Think I could make it out. Don't tell me that
So the next trend, I kind of just tag teamed it and kept the top the same and only changed the bottom into a cut and sew jeans. And again, another perk to a matchy set is that you can separate the top and the bottom and wear it literally 17 other different ways. And this was actually a last minute add-on outfit that I wanted to include in this video. And now that I'm looking at it, that's a lot of blues. Some would even say about 50 shades of blue. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next outfit with the same cut and sew jean, except I'm gonna pair it up with a nice crisp blue turtleneck. God, I really like blue this season, huh? And to spice up the look, I paired up with these orange shiny booties. And we are nearing almost the end of the video with a tennis skirt. And probably one of my biggest regret is moving to America before middle school when I could obtain one of these really authentic Korean uniforms. But, you know, we all give and take. But this skirt was actually thrifted, so it was probably someone's uniform, right? And now tennis skirts are huge and there's so many ways to wear it, but I actually really like to do this like schoolgirl look. So I'm wearing actually my sister's college sweatshirt, go Boston College, go Eagles, and then underneath I'm wearing the same sheer long sleeve button down, and I paired it up with my all-time favorite Doc Martens. And even just looking back now, I wish that we had school uniform because that would have made my life so much easier trying to get ready in the morning. And you can even throw on a peacoat to look like a K-drama protagonist who the next heir of Samsung falls in love with, only for you guys to overcome many conflicts, including his overprotective mother and some societal standards that prohibits from you dating above your class. Can you tell that I'm going through a K-drama phase during my quarantine? And the final look, again, I'm tag teaming it with the previous look where I keep the top the same and just change the bottom for a completely different look, just by switching the bottom two pieces, the shoes and the pants. And now this is giving me more of a post-grad vibe rather than a schoolgirl vibe, but nevertheless, put together. It's just a really easy everyday wear that you can probably put together with everything that you already have and own in your closet. And of course, don't forget to layer if it's cold, and stay warm, guys.